What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm going to talk about. Um, I feel like everything is pre-planned when it comes to life. I feel like yes, we do have some type of free will. Like for example, I can move my hand, but I can stop moving my hand. That's what I mean by free will. Like we could decide to eat, um, fucking work out and shit like that. But when it comes to like meeting certain types of people, when it comes to like being in certain families, being born into families, meeting certain types of people, being in certain areas in life, basically all through our whole lives, right? Leading up to our decisions now. I feel like all this shit is pre planned. There's no such thing as free will. And I understand in the spiritual community, people talk about like parallel universes or like, no, it's called parallel realities to where like if you were to make a different decision a couple years ago or like way back in your life, then you probably have a different outcome and you'd be put in a different position in life, right? Now, when it comes to that, I feel like that is true to a certain extent. But at the same time, I feel like for the most part, we really don't have free will. Even if we were to, even if we have another parallel reality, we still don't have free will because in a different parallel reality, our other half or us in a different parallel reality is probably doing some shit that they're forced to do just like us, but it just looks different. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So like, this is why like I be getting pissed off sometimes, man, because like I like me from so one of my life's desires is to meet like-minded people, is to be around very loving and understanding, compassionate people like me, right? I'm not saying I'm perfect, and since I'm attracting dumbass, narcissistic, selfish people, then more than likely there's something within me, right? But I am actively trying to work through that. But what I am saying is that like just the fact that I do my best to treat people how I want to be treated, and I still don't get that shit in return, that in itself shows me that I don't have free will. Yes, I was born. Okay, so for example, I was born into a dysfunctional family, right? I know I said this on my videos, but it's true though. I was born in a very dysfunctional family, right? It took me a while to get away from them when I was like 24 or 25. And lead up to that, I developed a lot of inner child wounds, teenage wounds, and adult wounds when it comes to abandonment, rejection, lack of love, lack of nurturing, lack of affection, lack of understanding, right? So in return, the universe or life is going to put me around a lot of stupid ass people who's going to reflect those things that I had to endure based on my upbringing, based on the family bloodline I was born into out of my control, right? In the spiritual community, people may say, oh, it's probably karma or like past life karma and baggage. Regardless, just the fact that in this human experience, you can even create karma for yourself, or good karma or bad karma. Just the fact that shit like this exists and you gotta pay, like, I don't know how to explain it. Basically, what I'm saying is this, right? Because I want karma to be a real thing when it comes to stupid ass people doing other people wrong and stealing and just doing all this, just fucking people over, right? I want negative shit to happen to them, either in this lifetime and or in their next lifetime. That's why I'm with karma. But what I'm trying to say is this: just the fact that in this human experience, it's a possibility that you could be born into a very fucked up scenario, or you get to experience fucked up scenarios growing up. That in itself is a red flag, in my opinion. I understand people, we human beings, we can't grow without pain. Pain is meant for growth, right? But you observe everyone's lives. Everyone has to deal with some type of trauma, some type of traumatic shit that force them to change, or it's multiple situations that are very painful. A lot of human beings are in pain, and my theory is that like it's part of this human experience to experience a lot of pain, suffering, and torture, right? That's just my opinion. Because if you notice, everyone that explains their lives, they all have to experience some type of torture or suffering in some way, right? This is how it is. So, and I noticed this shit too. There's like, it's like, this is what I'm getting at. Like, it's crazy. Everyone, every human being you know of, they are currently suffering, they are in pain, they are traumatized, and they're shocked, and they're just in so much pain. They're traumatized. Every human, I don't care who you think isn't in pain. Every single person you see is in some type of pain. Now it gets tricky. Some people say that like, shout out to Chanti one. He mentioned that like we have some spirits that are like fucking like weak, and therefore their lives aren't going to be as hard compared to like spirits with like a tougher life purpose who are meant for greater things. then they're gonna go through a lot of petty bullshit, more painful experiences, a lot of obstacles and setbacks, and a lot of shit where like they have to do so much just to get caught back up, right? Because they're a lot stronger spirits. But once they overcome it, they become pretty much they're able to change the world pretty much. And shout out to Chauncey one because he mentioned something like that. So when it comes to all those belief systems, I personally believe in that. But the purpose of this video is to more so talk about how like life is rigged. Pretty much, it's rigged. This is why like with me like um, when I keep coming across narcissistic people and just the fact that I never been in a relationship like that. Like I never been around love like that. Like I never meet people that were in my expectations or at my level when it comes to like intellect, um, emotional intelligence, morals, integrity, treating people how I want to be treated like respect, very loving and understanding. If I'm not around these fucking people, then that tells me that like I don't have free will and that like all this shit is pre-planned and I have no control over that. I am forced to be around these people. I do have control on how I react to these people, but I don't have control when these people are just fucking coming into my life left and right. People want to say, "Oh, you're attracting it," nah, or some people say it's a coincidence, nah, it's fucking lack of free will. That's what the fuck it is, based on your soul mission, your karma, and your purpose. And I mean that's a bad thing too. It's not a fucking good thing, because this shit gets annoying. Because I've like people stealing money, people stealing my time and energy, people cause a lot of pain and suffering. There are times where I didn't want to fucking live no more, due to the amount of abuse and shit I had to experience, right? So like this shit's not pretty. This shit is fucking insane, right? And I'm not trying to be dramatic. I do like I did that. So like, so this is why I get so pissed off. This is why I don't like free will. I view free will as a very evil, horrible thing. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean like lack of free will. I mean to say is a lack of free will is an evil thing, in my opinion. This is why I don't like this human experience. My life is good. I love my life. I love who I am as a person. It's just it's a fucking the stupid ass people like I'm telling you like I hate people so much. I don't like people. People may call me I'm bitter or because I never received love. Hey, that could be the case. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there are good people out there, but for the most part, I've always met like just dumbass people who like to use me, and not just with me, but use other people. Like I noticed this too. Like I'll I'll book tarot readings, right? Personal readings, whenever I'm experiencing dealing with a narcissistic person or who I think is a person who's like who's using me or abusing me in some way. I'll book a tarot reading and she confirmed that like yes, the connections I'm dealing with, they are narcissistic. They do have a bad agenda. But they always mention that like they don't do this to me. They do this shit to other people. So what I'm trying to say is that like fuck, I forgot where I was going at. But basically what I'm saying is this. My life is good. It's just I'm always around stupid ass people. That's what I'm saying. And people really turn me off to the point where I don't want to fucking be reincarnated here. But what I'm saying is this. This is why when I look at life, I take it seriously. So I want to complete goals. I want to do the best I can. I want to be great. People may say, "Oh, life is meaningless," or like, "What's the point? We're all gonna die." How I look at it is this: I've been through a lot. I've been through so many things to the point where like I want to be great, not out of an egotistical thing where like I'm trying to prove people wrong, even though some of that is true. I do want to prove some people wrong. I got haters. I got enemies. I got a lot of enemies in this lifetime that I want to fucking shit on, right? But more so for myself. I want to be great for myself because it's part of my heart's desires, and there's where you get your soul purpose from. Everyone has a different type of purpose. You know what I'm saying? And everyone, we all want. And Chauncey one on his YouTube video, he mentioned that like the purpose of this human experience is to complete your purpose. You're only here to fulfill your purpose, regardless of what it is. It doesn't matter what you want. You're only here to complete your purpose. And that's it. And he's right. That's it. So this is why everyone has a specific. This is why everyone have different types of interests and things. You know what I'm saying? My purpose. Obviously, I kind of know my purpose. I don't know too much, but at least I know the things that I'm doing that currently. That's part of my life mission, right? And I love doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's part of my soul's purpose. So I don't have a problem doing that. You know, so this is part of my purpose. Like for example, me, I'm in the army. I'm in the military. I love it. So that's part of my soul purpose, right? But there's a lot of dumbass people, but it's still part of my purpose, so I have to do it. So where am I getting at? I lost what I was, man. I lost what I was about to say. But basically, we all have a purpose, right? We're all meant for great things. But when I am saying, oh yeah, so I love my life. It's a people, but this is why when I look at life, I go hard at it. Like I take it seriously. I want to get shit done. I want to complete my tasks. I got to do what I got to do, right? And be the best version of myself. And if I can help a lot of people, if I become maybe famous or well known one day, or if I make a lot of money to the point where I can help myself out and I can help the people I love, and I can have the opportunity to create my own type of system to make this world a better place, or to, I don't know, make a different world that deals with less corruption, or if I'm in a position where I can end corruption in some way, or at least help end corruption or expose in some way, then for me, that's a fulfilling life. Obviously, having like a loving partner by my side, that's all I want pretty much. Obviously, I want more things, but you get what I'm saying. I'm just trying to tell you guys the idea of what I want. You know what I'm saying? And everyone wants that. Everyone wants a loving partner. Everyone wants a loving family. Everyone wants to be around a loving friends. They all want to have a lot of money, shelter, like just safety, like the list of the basic human needs, right? Which is love, shelter, money, wealth. I don't know, it's some other shit like that, right? But like I don't want. So I take life seriously, but I don't take it personal. Even just because when I don't take life personal, I still get pissed off. Like these types of people, these types of life situations, it does still piss me the fuck off a lot. It does affect me a lot. So when I say I don't take life personally, I'm not saying, oh, I'm unfazed or like I shouldn't be bothered. No, I'm still in the human experience. And I still get bothered because if they're fucking up my time, my energy, my money, they're fucking up my life purpose pretty much, or they're gonna stagnate that shit. You know what I'm saying? I understand part of my life's purpose is to learn how to set boundaries with people, learn how to stand up for myself, learn how to not people please and other shit when it comes to relationships, right? Which I understand, but it gets annoying where like I constantly gotta deal with these types of people. This shit happens like annually, even like monthly. Like it's a cycle. I'm trying to get rid of. You know what I'm saying? So like it gets annoying, and this is where I'm getting at. Some people experience being in toxic relationships. Some people experience being in toxic friendships. Like me, like I experience a lot of toxic friendships and platonic relationships, right? Even romantic ones as well. But I've only dated a few times. I'll only hang on. Give me 1 second. My watch kind of went off. So I've been so me. I when it comes to romantic connections, I experienced 3 romantic partners that I had a very intense connections with, and all those are karmic. All those are karmic energies. Were like these 3 motherfuckers were like assholes pretty much, and I had to cut them off. Obviously, they broke up with me, but like I still had to cut them off, or I had to cuss them out. Fuck them, right? I do not like them at all. Fuck them. But I always experience karmic and toxic platonic relationships as well, even from like work situations to family situations, just shit like that, where I cut a lot of people off. I cut all my family members off. I cut a lot of friends and family. I had to distance myself from them. You know what I'm saying? After I realized what their agenda was. And it's crazy, man. It's just crazy. So it does get annoying. So when I say I don't take life personal, it still affects me. But like what I'm saying is, even though it affects me, I can still see through the bullshit of life. I can see the fact that I don't have free will. I can see the fact that I'm attracting these stupid ass people because I was born into a very dysfunctional family to the point where like I didn't have the opportunity to develop at the normal rate as the average human being should. Instead, I have a lot of catching up to do when it comes to my mental health, spiritual health, and other shit like that where I gotta release trauma and all these blockages and shit, right? But since life, spirit, God, or the universe, they put me around these stupid ass retarded family members to the point where like I have a lot of healing to do. Since I have a lot of healing to do, I'm pretty much damaged. So I'm attracting these stupid ass people in these bullshit situations, right? So I am in the current process of trying to heal my inner child wounds, try to develop myself, and try to learn how to set boundaries and how to recognize like if someone has bad energy, like someone has bad intentions towards me, right? I can't control that I'm around these people, but what I can control is how I defend myself and how I react. and my boundaries. And one of, not the main, but one of my important soul life mission, or my soul life lessons in this lifetime, is to learn how to set boundaries. It's to learn how to say no to people. It's to learn how to stand for myself, and how to ground myself, and how to use my discernment when it comes to people, and not be too giving and loving towards people. Still be empathetic, still be nurturing and shit, but at the same time have strong boundaries and use my discernment when it comes to people. Right, that's one of the soul lessons I need to learn in this lifetime. Right, but like I said, just the fact that I keep attracting these types of people is like, I'm not even shocked or surprised. At times I'll be laughing, or like I don't like. Sometimes I gotta check myself, because like, especially when it comes to money, because like, there are times where like I'm like, man, money is just part of this bullshit ass system. It's just fucking paper. Like I don't need this shit. That's why I tend to be so giving with money. Even though I need money though, I need that shit. But at times I be giving. This is why I'm so giving and shit. I'm so open and loving, because I'm aware this life is bullshit. Life is bullshit. Like, life is short. We're everything's controlled by money. We're being controlled by a bullshit ass system. We got a lot of stupid ass people who are damaged, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? But at times I gotta check myself. Or not. It's not even that. It's more so like, because that can work in your advantage. So like, if you study a lot of spirituality, if you can see through the bullshit, through this matrix, through this human experience, through your perspective, you could learn the art of detachment. And when you learn the art of detachment, it'll really, I feel like it could take you far in life, because it doesn't matter what type of situation life will throw at you. Just the fact that you have, just the fact that you can see through life in such a way where like it's bullshit pretty much, and you have a detached mindset. Nothing life will throw at you is gonna affect you. Yes, you're still gonna be affected to a certain extent, because you're still a human. You still have a nervous system. You're still bound into this realm, right? But it won't affect you as much, because you have the knowledge that life is short, life is bullshit, everything's controlled and corrupted, and life is just a fucking game pretty much. So let's say, for example, you drive a nice car, you live in a nice house, right? And all of a sudden, all that shit got taken away from you from whatever reason. Maybe you got robbed, you got scammed, the economic collapse, whatever, right? And now you're homeless, right? Yes, it's still gonna affect you. You're still gonna be pissed. You're still gonna be upset, angry, and sad, right? But at the same time, you're still gonna have that detached feeling where like, okay, so what? Life is bullshit. Life is short. The people are fucking dumb. People are traumatized. People are the enemy, and we live in a controlled, evil ass demonic system ruled by a lot of lower vibrational entities, with the lack of spiritual protection and a lot of astrological influences that control our free will. Me being homeless, I'm not gonna take that shit to heart, because life is bullshit pretty much. That's what I'm trying to get at. You know what I'm saying? So like, either way, if I make a lot of money, I'm good. If I don't, either way, I'm still gonna be kind of detached in a way. Still work towards my goals, still have a strong purpose, but at the same time, you can see through the bullshit of life. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that can work to your advantage, because it will make you less like worry about the future. It is good to focus on the future to be successful, but it will make you like you just want to take life as personal pretty much. So whatever life will throw at you is not gonna affect you as much. That's what I'm trying to get at pretty much. But yeah, but when it comes to my life, man, like when I come across a very evil, sinister, narcissistic person who is very difficult, or a group of people, yes, I still get pissed, and I use my spiritual knowledge and awareness to call them out or to expose them if I feel like it. But at the same time, if I keep coming across these people, um, that in itself shows me more that like, in this lifetime is full of shit, and that like I really shouldn't take this shit as personal, because if life or the universe or my spirit, if it's gonna continuously attract these people into my life forcefully, what am I gonna do? At times I'll just laugh it off, or like I'll just be like, you know what, it is what it is. You know, people are gonna be shitty. Life is gonna be shitty. Situations are gonna be shitty. Why worry about it? You know what I'm saying? Laugh that shit off. You know, like fuck it. You know, if it happens, it happens. Like more, I'm talking about having more of a detached mindset, right? Not to the point where like you're neglecting your soul's mission, your soul purpose, but more so not caring or giving a fuck about like when life throws you when life throws bullshit at you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get at, if that makes sense. But um Yeah, but that's all I gotta say. Like I said, eh, if I keep coming across people who are narcissistic, who are abusive, I don't take that shit personally. If I gotta deal with them, I gotta deal with them. But like, you know, if life's gonna do that, it just shows me that life pretty much showing me that like I really shouldn't take this shit as personal. You know what I'm saying? Because life is short, and same thing with family members. I call them off and like if life's gonna have me experience this shit, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Cut them off, cuss them out, defend myself, and just go on my day pretty much. And whatever else life has in store me for the future, this is how it's gonna be. You know, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, and the most important thing for me is to have the tools and knowledge to do the healing work and to realize that like not to take life as personal because all of this is just experience. Like I said, life in my opinion is just a forced experience pretty much with lack of free will. But that's all I gotta say, and hopefully this video helps. I'm just ranting. I'm speaking on my own life. I'm trying to release some anger. But if this video can help you out, then try to apply it to your life in some way. You don't have to, but if it does, if it works for you, it works for you. The moral of this video is take life seriously, but don't take life personal pretty much. And if it seems like you're always coming across stupid ass people or just a dumbass situation when it comes to money or some shit like that, it is okay to get angry and use it as motivation to better your situation in life so you can move forward. But at the same time, don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? If life is gonna do shit like that to you, just don't take it personal. You know, life is just being life, pretty much. It's part of the human experience. But have a good one and take care. Do the right thing. Stay out of trouble and watch out for watch out for evil people. And have a good one. Peace.